welcome back to our series exploring HR fundamentals and how they pertain to your business. My name's Josh. If you're new here, I'm the owner of Capital Culture. We're a company that provides you HR consulting and content. As always, if you like the content that we're producing, we invite you to like it, sub it, and bell it so you see all the videos that come out in the future and get notified of them. The time you take doing this goes a really long way to help us grow our channel and help build a deeper relationship with you, the viewer. Last week, we announced this series. We also talked a little bit about our company, a little bit about me, and the direction we want to move with this channel. The first video in this series will be talking about something very important to your business: position descriptions. So let's dive in. I want to first take a little bit of time to talk about some misconceptions about position descriptions. Position descriptions are only for large organizations. Nope. Position descriptions only come into play when you begin hiring middle management positions. A little bit backwards. Position descriptions can be a brief summarization of what the position is all about. This mindset is only part of the whole picture. And lastly, position descriptions are pointless if I am a sole proprietor. And I say, you're missing your potential. As we dive in a little deeper to each of these misconceptions, there's one truth to keep in mind. Position descriptions are essential for any business. Every employee should be granted the opportunity to excel at their role in your organization. In order for employees to do this, they must know the expectations that you have for them and what their tasks are in their role beyond what their title says. This rule applies if you have 5 employees or 100. Having a position description in place allows you to weigh out what an employee's salary should be. It also allows for you to see where that position may fit within your organizational structure and if they should have any supervisory roles. High potential employees will always be looking for clear guidelines and expectations. Position descriptions also play a vital role in knowing what kind of minimum qualifications a position in your organization may require and what experience you would prefer an employee to have when stepping into that role. Position descriptions don't have to be a lengthy, extensive legal document, but they should be detailed enough so that applicants applying for your role or employees already in the role have a very clear understanding of what their job entails and what's required of them. Typically, position descriptions have a very short synopsis of what the job does, but then a more broken down and detailed layout of the individual tasks that an employee might take on while they're in this role. Following that may also be a slew of things such as preferred previous experience that you would like for the individual to have that is pertinent to the role that they will fulfill in your job. Also, any minimum qualifications that are really needed for that job. If your job requires an extensive amount of bookkeeping or finance, it may be really nice to have somebody that has finance experience and possibly even a bachelor's degree. Though there is not a single correct way to structure your position descriptions, clarity must be the centralized goal. There is so many more things to talk about when it comes to position descriptions. But to tackle the last misconception mentioned, position descriptions are pointless if I'm a sole proprietor business. My answer is maybe. Definitely a yes if you desire to keep your business small enough to where you are able to cover all the ground and every need coming in by yourself and not desiring to grow beyond you. As your HR partners, we at Capital Culture encourage you to take on a different kind of mindset, a growth mindset. If you are the sole proprietor of your organization, I challenge you this week to write 2 position descriptions. The first position description will be all of the duties and tasks that you currently do. This will inevitably include every task that your business does, as you are the only one. Include everything from marketing to market research, to talking with clients. Be as detailed as you possibly can on paper, even though the list will grow longer and longer. Then I want you to write a second position description. This position description will be focused around all the tasks that you want to be doing. This will require you to look at your business in a future tense. What tasks do you, the owner of your company, want to hold on to? Tasks that you enjoy doing. Tasks that get you excited to want to continue your business, to continue growing it. Write as detailed of a list as you possibly can of all the things that you really enjoy doing about your job, about the company that you started. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take both position descriptions and compare them. What you will see is that the difference in tasks that are not included on your second position description are inevitably going to fall on someone's task list. And so this will allow for you, the business owner, to begin planning for positions and titles that you will need to fill in order for someone else to do those roles that you don't necessarily like doing. This proactive approach to your position descriptions and your potential openings in the future for employees is a great way to continue to practice a growth mindset and be prepared when it comes. It's the famous movie quote of "build it and they will come." But you have to build it first. Don't get caught behind. There is one more audience member that I want to address in this video, and that is the employee. Maybe you are not the owner of your own company. Maybe you're not even in management of the company that you work for. Regardless of these facts, you have somehow made your way to our channel. And I want you to know that you also have a home here. The information that we'll be giving out through this series and even in this video is relevant to you as well. If your employer is struggling with this concept of position descriptions, maybe there are no position descriptions. Maybe the position descriptions that are in place are very simple and very vague. Maybe there's even a lot of conflict within the office and confusion about who is handling what task. Trust me, I have been in your shoes personally. I understand where you're going. And what I encourage you to do is to be courageous. Unfortunately, there is no way to fix this problem outside of just having a conversation with your business leadership. Depending on the character of your leadership, this conversation could be a very difficult thing for you to do. Here's what I would encourage. Do it. Try. If you have deemed this conversation to be absolutely impossible to have, then use our channel. Use our content. Let us be the catalyst that will bring about change in your business and in your organization. We would be happy, delighted even, to be the source of education and improvement in your office or in your workspace. In line with our role as your HR partner, we want to equip you with tools that will improve your organization and your culture. In the description below of this video, you will find a link to a position description template. This template can be used in your own organization, customized to your liking, and even rearranged if you so choose. Ultimately, it's a starting point if you have none, or it's a continuation if you're in need of improvement. Also in the description of this video is links to our Instagram account where we post short form videos. It's a great way for you to continue being fed information in the HR world, so we invite you to follow us on Instagram. You'll also find links to our Facebook page and our website. Both of these locations are a great place to find our monthly blog, where I may take a subject unrelated to these long-form videos that are released each week and just talk about them. Sometimes it's HR related, sometimes it's just business related. So if that interests you, then like us and follow us on Facebook and check out our website. Beyond our blog, you can also find out more about capital culture, and there's contact information to reach out directly to us and set up one-on-one HR consulting. No matter the size project you may have in your organization, if you don't know where to start, maybe you don't know how to end, we're here for you. We would love to partner with you. We always look forward to meeting new clients and making new friends and connections. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and look for next week's video as we continue to dive in through these fundamentals of HR. Remember, we only skimmed the surface of position descriptions. There's lots more to talk about. Maybe you didn't have questions about position descriptions that you currently have in place, but now you do. Reach out to us. Let's have a conversation. In the comments below, let's talk about position descriptions a bit. What are practices that you may already have? If you are an employee of a very large organization, what typical things do they do to update their position descriptions? We're all about creating a community of businesses here that are all supporting one another and buying into one another's vision. So share your experiences with position descriptions. What struggles have you had in the past? Do you have personal experience where an employer that you've worked for has abused your position description? Or maybe have tried to assign you things that were not in it? How did you handle that? Until next week, make it a capital day and stay cultured.